It's week 6 of the 2022 season. And here comes Denzel Ward.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. A time for Mac Jones and his Patriot offense to take the field. Jones now in his second season since being selected 15th overall in 2021.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
Jones wants to throw to start things out here. And his first look is incomplete. This defense for the Browns, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Walker to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that ball to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
A 3-yard gain and a... First down. Walker with another carry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the air now with Watson. Steps away. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Trying the left side with Walker. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Off of play action, it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Walker will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal. They've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Offense returns to the field as the running back, the bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people rock back, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Jones. Going deep here for Parker. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. The Browns at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. Watson off play action. Rolling to his left. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going. Again, Walker. Shifts by him. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run Walker. And this time he is in. Kenneth Walker, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Well, we had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Off the play fake. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun. Jones. Open man is born. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Jones on 3rd down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, did I say no? No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Browns to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the
before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hello.
2nd and 10 coming up.
Hello.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hello. All right. Yeah, I had the game go too loud. So that full wink was looking for you this morning.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones setting up the screen. Harris. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Back to throw. Jones. It's complete to Parker left side.
They did. I saw it.
Before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
No, get on his own.
Touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Yeah. I saw it.
Inside the red zone.
Oh, how did he miss that assignment?
The connection here to Bourne. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score.
I called myself recording my game versus
and I don't believe that's the kind of play
like,
he made as a rookie.
No, it's a good team, and I'm like, I don't want nobody to say I'm cheating or whatever because I'm beating them. And for some reason, it didn't record. Like it still says pin. It says game waiting, or waiting on game to start or something. I'm like, oh well. I beat them 41-21. They only scored 21 with they scored with no time left on the clock. It was 41-14. I'm up 20-14 now. Patriots scored. It was a 20 to 7.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark.
Nick Chubb hurt.
He might not want halftime.
Yeah, you may want to be smart. Games you know you
stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yep.
They run again with Walker. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 118 yards rushing for.
Really, just running 3 tackles.
Understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he's just shredding them. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Now the Browns will use the first of the 3 timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Let me catch these boys in a man-to-man again.
Now after the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
I think they're a man.
Now it's Watson being chased out left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Watson.
Man, who is this dude? Oh, that's Matthew Judon. I'm like, who's this dude? Just keep breaking off the end.
Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones.
Oh, roughing the kicker.
Oh, he shifts past him.
Roughing the kicker. Is it automatic first down? First and foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense. It's that automatic first down. Good play.
First down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker.
He ran into my kicker, man.
Inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places.
Damn, this dude is running step to step with Miko Hardman, man.
And in this case, that's a big play. That could have
been
been
a huge play, but give the
defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. On the move to his left. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
That's the time. That's how you practice, though.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's got his man. That's Hardman.
Woo!
And he's pulled down.
I heard you put the moves on this dude.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
No, I should go for this. 6 seconds. I think I'm on the 20.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
This may be bad.
Again, it's Watson.
Yep, bad throw, intercepted.
Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
I think.
So
I don't think I did. Maybe I did.
And what's a 6-point? Well, we'll move right
through
the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
They going back to Triple H.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
Sure.
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many
no
sacks
fair with this running back.
in the first half.
And he'll be out of bounds.
Like 94 speed, man. He could sideline. He's gone.
141 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific.
He got 145 yards.
Big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Mine.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson out to his left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12.
I wasn't impressed by that crap.
That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it,
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal. There's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
Breakout game next week.
That's caught left side.
I think I do play you. Like real talk.
Touchdown. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter, drive right down the field to extend their
We already got 3 touchdowns.
incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Eligible receiver downfield. I'm going for a 2-point conversion. What the fuck is he doing?
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take
Eligible receiver downfield. What that nigga trying to run?
York ready, and here we go as he sends
2 yards from the end zone.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third
I got
quarter.
so many linebackers.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think
get him
it
out
does
here.
at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially.
There you go. I spoke his name. You got to say.
Because pressing will lead you to bigger errors.
Wilson 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed it. Off the line into the
Chargers
quarterback,
last
just a
week.
couple of
First play
seconds.
again. I picked it
Running
up
back
in the
only had a moment to
picked up
react
the
and
touchdown.
attempt to throw
I'm
it.
like, that's my next 7 zip.
Throwing on second and long. Jones.
I was up 7 zip in the blink of an eye.
Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. That's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Thank you.
Defenders had intercepted.
I'm struggling with
They have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running left is Walker. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the
17 carries,
That's good for a
162.
Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup.
Last game, Nick Chubb had 200. I'm giving this 200. Bring in my next one.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
I don't know. They lose his computer and call it getting garbage.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
And going right back to Walker. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 171 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
That's probably be too much. Basic, that's impossible. That's all you have to do.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
Nothing fancy at all. Like literally, I've won the ball this whole quarter.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see?
Yeah,
Pursue,
exactly.
wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
You know, it sounds like he done figured it out already.
Watson on 3rd down.
Right, that was a pick.
Incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and then make it hurt with an extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen.
I look, you don't play them Chargers. Y'all look at y'all play them. You like both
No
of
run
them.
back here for Jones, a touchback. Now comes the New England offense to see what they can
that's
do
what
this
that's
time.
why I ran the ball
See
against him.
if they can bounce back
Like,
from that last
you
drive.
drop
in
back, they gonna
particular.
sack
They can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away. And
Mad, I
take
gave
control
up. Damon Harrison had
Others,
first one was
a
75
couple
yards.
shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
I gave up,
The defense, the goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut
you ain't
down
done
their
nothing
gaps
since.
a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 2nd and 7,
Jones
fires the out route and completes it to Harris. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there of protecting the ball and picking up the first down.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here.
Okay, give me 1 second. All right.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The defense, they're blitzing here. Jones.
That should have been picked, Denzel. Should have been picked. Not the ball now. You can put both hands up.
It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
2, what are they doing?
Just a 1-yard gain. It'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. As he's
what are they
going to kick
doing?
it away.
So we ought to carry to me.
So possession goes over
All right, so
here
we ought to
on the
carry to me.
punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, eventually take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brain.
The wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Back to throw, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
There you go. I get one of those a game. Almost 4 picks it. I mean, return for linebackers pass and they bang. Just like that, I'm at 36.
The extra point.
36 points.
And the lead
like
opens up now to 22 points. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Good stuff right there, dude.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. New England's offense set to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
Come on, man.
Receiver here, complete. It's
Come on,
Parker.
man. He's not
He'll
so
be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones.
And that should have been one, too. You almost talking to get more. You're behind down. My God.
Tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
Jones hit and the ball's out. And this is
Fumble
picked
again.
up by the Browns.
Got it.
And his guys are
Got
going
it.
to take over.
Oh,
at the
I got a sack.
49-yard line.
God is putting into play this week.
So from the
Possibly
39
defensive
now,
player of the year.
they'll
You
come
don't go out here
first
and
and
do
10.
anything.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson steps away.
Oh,
And this
you gotta
one
make
is
that.
incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Walker hitting the ball is
fumbled.
out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll try for the first with Walker.
There you go, Walker.
Finds some open field here.
There you go, Walker. 200? 200? 203?
He's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 198 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Again, it's Walker. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Up the middle, here's Walker. He's in. Touchdown. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
Yeah, I'll be ready to do that.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. Where we stand right now,
I'm put in the chat like, look,
much
I
out of
can't
reach.
give y'all
I know they're
blueprint.
going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something we're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because
and I'm recording, so they can't say anything.
every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
Got him.
I think a lot of the guys already start to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get back for the next time out? This, they'll use the motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Ooh, that should be a pick. Very lucid. Ooh, we like that. We like those. Going for the fourth and 15.
To score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's going to let one go deep for Parker.
Oh, they didn't drop it.
The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Walker now on 1st and 10.
It's too easy.
End zone for a Browns touchdown. Kenneth Walker, a 23-yard run. And the Browns look like they're going to be moving to 6-0 as they extend that lead even further. And they just continue to roll.
I put up 50. I'm at 50.
Games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
That's my second missed field goal.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, this goes back on your own to try to pick themselves
You got 5. That's what you know.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. And
I'm showing them all.
to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Totally different, yeah, totally different.
Looking to throw. Jones.
Got him. Touchdown. Pick. Got him.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Browns defense has a touchdown. This one was really ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All we're going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And not the first time they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Pick. Got him. Back-to-back picks. Uh-oh. About to be a 63. So I'm glad I got the game so they can see it. Like, I just went on like 35 point spread this quarter. Like 3 interceptions this quarter.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off of play action, it's Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. They're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. CD is all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because
his pass is intercepted.
Look at that, man. 4 straight picks. 4 straight possessions. That's what I'm saying. The way I'm glad I'm showing you. That's where I did. Yeah, that's where I did something. And I played the computer the same way. Except for that one game that was close versus the Jets. Well, I didn't run anything I normally do.
And Watson's going to throw it here.
Yeah, Matthew Jr. 3.5 sacks.
Back at about the 37-yard line.
That's my
Now the
fault for not
Browns will
reading what
use
the
the
defense
first
was
of their
doing.
3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Watson.
Ooh, good pick.
Devin McCourty picks it
Devin
off.
McCourty.
And the Patriots are going to have it here
Both
just
my
past
interceptions,
the
I think it's the
25.
same guy. Now I got to go get a pick back for 57.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly
My food is on the tray, but they started
coaching, playing the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may
Zach.
be up for this team again.
And he's taken down. This will be a
I'll call the timeout if y'all don't want to. 36
now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Throwing Jones.
Damn it, I missed the sack.
Left with no option here,
The quarterback was 12 for 27.
Another throw there off the mark,
less than 180 yards.
All of the interceptions, things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you you keep doing it.
I need to take 6. That's right.
He's off balance. The passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Finding Bourne here over the middle. And taking it across midfield
59-14.
and just shy of the 40. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Browns, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now.